right now joining us in the booth is our Dan Hayes, going to tell us a little bit about a left-hander.
Right. Carlos Rodon, as Rick Renneria, is progressing, moving along nicely. But after 15 days, he still hasn't taken that step where he's throwing off a mound yet. He's still in the middle of his throwing program. The White Sox said just today that he will be reevaluated when the White Sox return home from this trip 9 days from now. And they'll figure out what the next step is there. But as of now, he's still kind of progressing along, and they're taking their time. They've said they were going to err on the side of caution with him all along, and clearly that's what they're doing.
Well, I didn't see him when he made the appearance in spring training. Steve, how did he throw?
You know, he threw the ball pretty well. I think everybody was very excited because he went 4 innings, and that was the first game. And they slow walked him in spring training. They didn't really expose him to competition for quite some time. When they finally did, they were very happy with the 4. But then after that, he wound up with some bicep problems, and that unfortunately was the irritation he's still feeling.
And the strange part was he felt so good. There had been talk about him starting on the 6th game of the season. But he felt so good after that start, after his side session midweek, that he asked the White Sox on the 3rd day if he could be moved up, and they said no, we're going to go along. And on the 4th day, he came back and he started to throw, and he felt it, and that obviously set off some alarms, and they gave him the battery of tests.
Well, certainly with a talent of that ilk, you do err on the side of caution.
Yeah, I can't really see any reason to even think about rushing him back, so they're going to make sure that he is 100% before they even think about him throwing a baseball in earnest.
Exactly. It's 1-0 right here, top of the 2nd inning. Abreu hitting it .300. No homers, 3 RBIs, and the count goes full 3-2. Overall, how did you assess spring training, man?
There was a lot of energy from those young kids in camp. I mean, that first month was all about a different prospect every day, and it was very entertaining to see Yohan Moncada and Michael Kopech and Lucas Giolito and Ronaldo Lopez and Zach Collins. They look good. You can see why there's a lot of excitement building around here.
Carrasco just ate him up right there. A little soft ground ball right side.
And one of the other guys that didn't get as much attention, usually a Rule 5 comes into camp, and that's a story throughout camp. And Dylan Covey, he was under the radar most of the time. He got a couple starts. He threw well on 2 of his starts, and he's going to get the start on Friday night. And he'll get a little bit of an opportunity here with Rodon down. At least that's the plan right now, that he is in the 5th spot. He's starting at Minnesota Friday.
Here's Frazier. Todd. Rocket. That'll be a base hit. He just ate Andy Diaz up on his way to second base, and he will get there with it. Whew. That's a arm burger right there.
Well, Todd's been hitting them very hard in the early going without a whole lot of luck, and here has to be a 2-base hit. Diaz with no chance whatsoever. And Diaz can swing the bat. The question will be with him, what position is he going to play? They have a need at 3rd base. Ramirez filled that need last year when Kipnis was healthy. He is not healthy now, so Ramirez goes to second base, and Diaz at 3rd.
Well, there's not one position player on that field or in any dugout that blames Andy Diaz for doing what he did right there.
For that one?
But I've known some pitchers that would blame him.
Well, obviously, look, you don't blame the guy, you just want an error.
Don't go there.
It's absolutely
Don't go
an error.
there, you pitcher.
I can't believe they gave him a double. Are you kidding?
So here's Ashi. Cody. 1 for 9 on the season. Well, any other tidbits about Rodon at all?
Just the reevaluation. At this point, they're being cautious. That's not a lot of stuff coming out on that right now. I think we'll get a little bit more as we get going on this week.
Good work, Dan Hayes. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Our Dan Hayes from CSN Chicago.